Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an electrifying episode of Irresistible Revolution on Siku Njema TV, where we delve into the stories of extraordinary individuals making waves in their community, political, and academic journey. I'm your host, Philip Olingo, and this evening we have the honor of hosting a remarkable guest, Dr. Teddy Alai, who has walked along with great visitors from the great school of nursing and who are with him during his political endeavor here at Meru University. He's also a beacon of inspiration and leadership in the University of Meru. Let us start by introduction. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm called Teddy Alai, 3.1 student pursuing Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Meru University. I want to say that I'm honored enough to get an interview with my guys here who I'll introduce. Here by my side I have Beckham. On my right hand side I have Beckham. On the other side we have Paul Dinga. Then we have Ronald Machira. As we always say, Teddy Alai is not an individual, it's a team of guys. Maybe I may give them a chance to say something. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. My name is Beckham Odhiambo, a 1.2 nursing student in Meru University. As Teddy has said, Teddy Alai is a team, and it has many members. It is not an individual. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Bwana Presenter. I'm Paul Dinga, a nursing student 2.2. Yeah, Teddy Alai is a friend, and he's also a brother of mine. And so in each and every journey that Teddy Alai walks, I always accompany him. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm Machira Ronald, 2.2 student taking clinical medicine. I'm honored to be here this evening. Teddy Alai is a great friend of mine, and I've accompanied him to the interview. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much for that brief introduction. Dr. Teddy Alai, congratulations on your recent election victory. Could you share with our viewers the key strategies that led to your success despite the challenges faced by your coalition CRM candidates?
Okay, thank you very much. When I want to share before I share it, let me thank God for the win. I want to begin by saying it was not an easy journey. One of the strategies I used is 3 prayers. Another strategy I used is dedication. I was really dedicated to this thing. I had a passion for it. I was determined, and I knew I could win. One of the strategies I used, I knew very well that the coalition I came from was a very weak coalition, and everyone could see that. According to numbers, we know very well that it was a very weak coalition. For example, my school of nursing, I consider the percentage from my CRM coalition is like nursing. If we go in a coalition way, I could get 30% of the votes, and the opponent could maybe get 70%. But I saw that no, let me not go with the CRM coalition or whatever. I started by rebranding my posters. One of the things I changed is my posters, and anyone who could see my posters, I shifted my posters. I appeared like an independent candidate, but yet I was not. Politics is a mind game, and that was what I did. Another thing I want to talk about, I was traveling daily. By the time I was in attachment at Maua, and managing my campaign was becoming difficult. Another strategy I used is that I used to go for night shifts, so that daytime I could be here. Those are some of the strategies I used.
Okay, that's quite awesome. And then there is this phrase that has been trending at the University of Meru. That is, Teddy must be Alai. Teddy must be Alai. And everybody wants to know the origin of this phrase. Kindly tell us about the origin of this phrase.
Yes, thank you very much. This phrase "Teddy must be a lie," I enjoy it so much because everywhere I walk in the university, many people tell me that Teddy must be a lie. Whenever they meet with Teddy must be a lie, and truly Teddy became a lie when I won. Fortunately, today I've worked with a guy who brought up this phrase. He's one of the team Teddy a lie, and it's called Ronald Machira. He's my great friend. He's the one who came up with this phrase. Now he can tell us where you originated this phrase from.
Thank you once again. Okay, I was the founder of this phrase, Teddy must be a lie. Here is a brief history of how I came up with the phrase. Okay, during the political period, Teddy Alai was a guy, an aspirant from the CRM coalition. So when coalition was formed, there were two coalitions, that is the CRM and TUCA. And it happened that TUCA had quite a higher number of students. And if you compared TUCA with CRM, people could tell that TUCA could easily win. So being that Teddy Alai was my friend and I was a great strategist there, I just came up with this phrase to ensure that I give Teddy a flicker of hope that could help him throughout this journey. Teddy must be a lie. Here is how it came. Okay. After realizing that the opponent was so relaxed and since he thought that he came from a strong coalition, I told Teddy that all that will make us win this thing is strategy. We applied different strategies, and as the opponent became so relaxed, that was an advantage to us. So I use this phrase every time I meet Teddy to just assure him that he will win this race. So Teddy must be a lie just meant that Teddy must win this race. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that is also very impressive. I want to return you back to your statement. You say that, yes, you had that ambition of winning, but it is coming to a surprise even to our viewers that you knew you were in a weak coalition. Can you tell us something about that? Were you sure that CRM will lose this election from the word go, or after just you won, that's when now you came to realize that it was a weak coalition?
Okay, honestly speaking, when we launched the coalition, immediately the first coalition was launched, that's the TUCA. Those who have been following my politics in Mary University can tell very well. There's a time when I can say that I dropped from being a candidate, and I said something. I posted it saying that I'm going to drop from all political aspiring positions, and I'm going to focus on being a general of all aspirants. The following day, I received many calls from the elders, the alumni from this institution, who are telling me that, Teddy, you are the only strong candidate who can win. You are the only hope of CRM. Please, don't drop. I listened to them. I said that, no, let me just go ahead with the journey. By the time, I knew very well that the coalition was weak, and I knew very well that, according to how we handled our campaigns, I knew very well that we are going to lose. Yes, but I didn't expect us to lose that way. I knew we are going to lose, but at least we could get some delegates, around 10 or more than that. But I didn't expect us to lose with that margin. Yes.
On the same point, Daktari, how your coalition CRM handled their campaigns, or was it in the right way, and were you comfortable?
Okay, our CRM coalition tried their best, and I can appreciate them. I can appreciate the chairman of the coalition, Gilbert Alwach, but I felt that there are things that we really did wrong, that there's a point where some of our delegates messed up. I won't mention them, but I can say that at a point where, for example, let me give one instance. Maybe we are doing door-to-door. Maybe I come from School of Nursing, and I know very well that I know all my members from the School of Nursing. I know where they stay. Today we are doing door-to-door in Shakwil or maybe Maskan. I'm in Maskan. I know very well that only 2 students from the School of Nursing are in Maskan. and I know where they stay. Instead of walking from door to door in all the houses in Maskan, that's a waste of time. Why can't I approach these students individually, go to their houses, and save that time so that I save the time of the campaign? I save also the time of the studies. That's where we messed up. You can find that you are a candidate from SAFs. You are escorting those from SBE to campaign. Yeah, that's where we messed. For example, class to class. You are a delegate of nursing. Why are you going to campaign in School of Health Science or in School of Education? Yet you are a delegate in nursing. Why can't you campaign or focus on your school? That's where we messed up. We left the ground. We thought that we had the ground. We left and opponents took that opportunity. Yes.
Well, that's also commendable. Then you are brought into our attention that during campaign you are in attachment. And how did you manage to balance between this attachment and your politics? And more so, as a student leader pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing, how do you balance your academic responsibilities with your leadership roles and activism within the premises of Meru University of Science and Technology?
Okay, thank you very much, Philip. Just as I have said, during that time I was in attachment, yes, at Maua. That will bring me to another point. Politics require money. Politics require some finance, whether financed by someone or financing yourself. I used to go for night shift. Actually, I really worked hard for that win. I used to go for night shift, then daytime I was here. There are days that I used to take 24 hours without sleeping because, Maua is in Igembe South, and Igembe South, the population of Igembe South is really high. Those people are delivering. I was in that maternity department by that time. Now in night shift, you are very busy. You are very busy. From 8 p.m. to around 4 a.m., you are very busy delivering, admitting mothers. Then if it reaches around 7 a.m., you are back here for the campaign. Now I used to balance that. I used to balance politics and academic that way. During the night, I used to go for night shifts. Then during time, I used to ask for that permission so that I come and campaign. Yes. Alafu, that time according to about finance, it required movement. Movement, you can't move by your own means. Even if it's your own means, you have to use things like fuel. You have to fuel yourself, you have to fuel your car. Now, it requires finance. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Okay, that's noted, Daktari. And then how much did you spend during your campaign?
Okay, these are questions that have been asked by many people, majority of people, because they say that, no, Teddy, you really used a lot of money. Yes, I used a lot of money. Especially a day to the election, because majority of the nurses, majority of my supporters were in the hospitals, the 2.2 nurses, and the 3.1 nursing, and that's where my root support was. I had to facilitate their transport to and fro to come and vote. I had to use my own finance. I can say that if I calculate the total amount that I use, it's a lot of money. I cannot really estimate, but it's something more than, it's in a Caribbean around 50,000, because yes, it's a lot of money. Another thing, on that day, I knew very well that CRM was weak. You have to use money to maybe facilitate, maybe comrades are hungry, you must buy them things like lunch, things like supper, you must maintain that rapport with them, you must use money. On the issue of fare, we have these students at Kanyakine, we have the student at Maua. From here to Kanyakine is around 300, to and fro that's 600. You send them to and fro, to come and vote you. Yes. And another thing that, before I forget, I can say that power is taken. And one of the way of taking power is through money. You can buy power. Yeah, you can buy power. You can use money to buy power. Yes.
Okay, on the same point, Daktari, you have said you used your own money. You mean nobody sponsored you during this election period or financed your campaign?
Okay, I want to be very honest. Nobody financed me. I financed myself. It's something I was ready for it. Actually, before I wanted to be in the executive position Yes, I wanted to be in the executive position, and I was from home. By the time I was from home and reporting to the school, I knew I was going for any executive position. But you know, there are things you can't. There are direction. You know very well that this is a bad direction. You can't head that way. I said that no. Let me just go for a delegate position. Maybe I'll have a time next time to vie for that executive position. We came to agreement with our house aspirants. Musando was vying for chair. I was also vying for executive. We had Balara, we had Hopkins. We had to come to agreement so that we agree and maintain unity of the house to avoid that splitting house. Because I have members, I have followers. If I say that no, I want this post that Musando wants, I'll bring that disunity. I'll walk away with my followers. Now it's just a dialogue between me and Musando that made me vie for the delegate position. But about financing myself, I want to say that I financed myself. I was very ready for it. Yes.
Wow, then Dr. Teddy Alai, you are a strong man if you manage to finance yourself during the campaign period. Okay, as we move to the next question, what motivated you, Dr. Teddy Alai, to enter into student leadership, and how has this journey shaped your perspective on governance and youth empowerment?
Okay, about leadership of campus, let me begin with the campus politics. By the time we joined this institution, I remember I joined on 20th September 2021. By that time, we had a chairman, the student president was called Rogot. But then, there was this campaign ongoing, the national campaign ongoing, where Ruto was campaigning on the other side, Raila was also campaigning on this side. By that time, we had also campus politics ongoing. There's this guy, I want to say very much, he really inspired me. He's called Annington Oguk. Shout out to him. Annington Oguk approached us individually. Just as, let me say this, but loose, wherever we walk, we always speak in our language. Oguk had me speaking in my language. We were two of us. By that time, I was with me and a guy called Brand Trevor. He's in this institution, Medical Lab 3.2. Oguk had us talking. He came to us, he approached us. We exchanged phone numbers. We talked a lot. He said that he's the aspirant for the post of chair. From that point, that's where I gained interest in campus politics. From that point, I've been a leader. I remember this organization called Meru University Nursing Student Association. I vied for the post of Secretary General. I won that post and I served them. From that point, I became the school rep and I'm still on going to become a leader. Next year, probably, I may vie for any post. By the time ikifika, I'll decide on whether to vie. It's according to the preparation. Yeah, it's a preparation that I'm making. Then, about leadership, it's something that I started. Yeah, I remember in high school, I also vied for school president at my former high school, Orero Boys High School, and I won, I became the president. So leadership is something that has been following me. Yeah.
We commend you for that, Dr. Teddy. And then when I return you back to election period, during the election of the executive, you can bear witness with me because we had our journalists around the election station. Your executive members of CRM coalition did not turn up. And what made you to vote them even when they failed to turn up?
Okay, thanks you very much. What made me to vote these people is that these are people we have been working together. These are people we fought together. These are people who supported me, although they tried supporting me at a point. And let me tell you one thing. I can say that I'm one of the candidates who were reported at least 3 times to the security office. These are people who came to my support. They escorted me to the security office to make sure that I won the cases. One thing, a day to election of the executive, I don't want to say, but I received a lot of calls from the opponents telling me that, Teddy, why can't you vote us? Even if you give them the 3 votes, just vote us. I told them, no, my friends. I don't need that money. Money cannot buy loyalty. And that brings me to loyalty in politics. Loyalty is very key in politics. No matter how, these are people who have been working with you. You can't betray them because of certain money or little money. That money will end. Yeah, money cannot buy loyalty. And if you sell your loyalty, you sell your dignity. Yeah, money cannot buy dignity. That's why I decided to vote them. Yeah, I could not betray them. Yes.
You have raised a point, Daktari, that during election or campaign period, you are reported insecurity agents, and CRM coalition was there for you. The cases that were reported, were they false accusation or from the opponents, or it was something that you know, or share with the media kindly?
Okay, about the cases that were reported, I can say that they were false accusation. You know, for example, someone is scripting a chat. Scripting a chat, taking screenshots, then printing, taking to the security office. No, this is my chats with Teddy Alai. Is threatening me. Then I go there, then ask them, no, you are saying that this is Teddy Alai. You have scripted the chat, you have written Teddy Alai. You have even placed my profile, Teddy Alai. But can you show me the number you are chatting with? I only want to see the number, if it's my number. If it's my number, I'll say yes. But they fail to produce the number. Those are the cases. A case where, another instance where, you're just talking, mere story. Then they begin taking videos so that it take as an evidence to the security office. You know, such things, they're just false. But the response from the security office, I really love those people. That people really consider both sides. They don't take sides, the security office. And being that, I knew very well that I was a strong candidate. And I remember, I think you knew that politics of UDA and the Azimio in Nairobi, time of Sakaja, how they tried all time with all things to make sure Sakaja was out of the ballot, because they knew Sakaja was a very strong candidate. Now, when you're a strong candidate, these are things that must come your way. They wrote a lot of petition. The Marau Teddy Alai began campaigning early, Marau. But I asked my opponent, yes, I began campaigning early. But we were campaigning with you. I have your chats. I have your screenshots. Yes, now they were just false accusation. They were just things to remove me out of the ballot. But unfortunately or fortunately, God was with me. I reached the ballot and I emerged victorious. So.
Wow, that is awesome. Thank you for that courage. You had to handle such matters. And then I want to give your visitors also a chance, because working with such a great individual and supporting him throughout all the campaign period and ensure that he wins that post is not an easy task. From the beginning of that, have you ever received any threat from the opponents? Or everybody is happy about what has been happening? Let us start with Dr. Beckham.
Actually, being a diehard fan of Teddy Alai was very encouraging and interesting. During the political period, it was very tiresome. But being that Teddy was very courageous, was very bold, also inspired me to be more bold, courageous, to do the campaigns. Though there were threats, but all in all, we managed. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Paul. I want to say that it was a very tough journey. Actually, I was the Chief General of CRM in the School of Nursing. Yeah, and we really had to do all it takes to take the victory home. Actually, I was in the clinicals, Meru Town, that is Meru General, but each and every day I had to be at Nchiru to walk door to door and to campaign for Teddy Alai, Jessica, and Faustine. And I'm very grateful for the support that I received from Teddy Alai each and every day that I had to travel from Meru town to Nchiru. Teddy Alai was there to support me. And so we did march. However, there were threats from the other coalition. Actually, they were really targeting me because they knew I was the chief general in Son, and I used to blog for Teddy Alai and Jessica and Faustine. I also used to campaign door to door, and the journey was rough, but we had to soldier on. Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you once again for giving me this opportunity. I just want to say that throughout the election period, or the political period that just ended some weeks ago, Teddy was a great guy. I was his general. The task that I did was walking through the hostels, just seeking for support for Teddy Alai, and the response that I was getting from the supporters is that Teddy was a good guy and fortunately could win. Okay, I want to say that Teddy Alai also supported me so much. He could cater for my lunch and supper as well, and I want to thank him so much for that. Actually, at the end, Teddy became Alai, and we are very grateful for that, and we thank God so much.
Thank you. My viewers, as you can tell, Dr. Teddy Alai is not only after politics, but from his diehards, he is also a man with a golden heart. You can see a man full of generosity and so on. We give you congratulations for that. Back to you, Dr. Teddy Alai. In a diverse coalition of candidates, what are the crucial factors in fostering unity, collaboration, especially during challenging times?
One of the factors, I know in leadership there are a lot of challenges, and the challenges are leading to disunity. How we can manage these challenges? First, I know there are times of troubles. How we manage the challenges, how we manage the problems. If a problem comes, don't be a problem. How we respond to these challenges, that's what makes us, define us as men. How we respond to the challenges. Like for example, in leadership, let me talk of Son. Son, I'm the school rep. We have the men's rep from the other coalition. We have the women rep from the other coalition. What will lead to us being united and serving comrades together? First thing, there's this thing, this animal called ego. In Kiswahili, let me quote it, kiburi. If you lower your ego as a leader, you'll get a lot of love from the people. Many people will interact with you. Yes, that unity will come. People will respond to you. People will always approach you. Nobody will fear approaching you, even your fellow leaders. It will lead to unity. That one of the factors I can say is lowering our ego. Then, another thing I can say, there's this thing called how we take other students. Yeah, I know now I'm a leader, but how we interact with our students. When we meet in zone, let's interact as normal people. When we meet anywhere, let's interact as normal people. If it comes to official duty, we interact officially, but let's not rank some people. Maybe leaders are highly ranked, then you lower yourself. No. About that, I can say that it's about unity, it's all about inclusivity. Another thing is inclusivity. Maybe I want to pass another information in School of Nursing. I must consult maybe the class reps. You see the class reps. I must consult the class coordinators. I must consult the club leaders before passing any information. Now those are things that can lead to unity.
Oh, that's nice, Dr. Teddy. I want you to tell the public, based on your victory in this recent election, how can you rate most politics, Meru University politics, according to maybe tribal basis? There is someone who wishes maybe to vie in a certain position, but says maybe I come from a culture that is not recognized, a tribe that's not recognized. Now, basing on your victory, what can you tell the public about most politics?
Okay. I guess is in most of the public universities, the delegate system. And according to my view, I can see that the delegate system is killing leadership, is killing leaders. For example, someone may be a good leader, but because he's coming from a small ethnic community, or is coming from a weak coalition, his tribe is in a weak coalition, he don't get that opportunity because he lack the numbers. This thing is killing leadership. But again, it's bringing peaceful politics. Yeah, it's also good on that way. It's bringing peaceful politics in university. Because I remember back then, if we go back to the history, in history of campus politics, there have always been a lot of conflicts. You remember the time of this great man called Babu Wino in Sonu. By the time Sonu was Sonu, it's bringing a lot of conflicts. The delegate system has resolved the conflicts in university. Now it's the delegates who can vote, not one man, one vote. About the campus politics, rating the Meru University politics, I think that was your question. I can say that we are trying. We are progressing. When I joined this school in 2021, there were no vehicles for campaigns. Oguk and his opponent, nobody campaigned using a vehicle. But it was a thorough politics. Yes, there were no vehicles, but it was a thorough politics. It was politics it was a real politics. The following year, it was the time of Kiptui and the other guy, Amakobe. I can say that they tried, we improved a little bit. Now, this year, we also saw people using big vehicles, big cars. Next year, in case I'll be on the ballot for the executive position, expect horses. Yeah, horses.
Okay, that is quite impressive, Dr. Teddy. Then, as one of the most influential leaders in the University of Meru, what initiatives have you spearheaded or supported to improve student welfare and academic excellence? Also, basing the fact that you come from the great school of nursing.
Fine. We can't deny the fact that comrades go through a lot, especially if it comes to welfare. I can say that, for example, let me talk of School of Nursing, because majority of the problems I deal with are problems from the School of Nursing. It comes a case where this your student or this your classmate is going to miss exam. Exam are approaching. He lack maybe only 4,000 to do the examination. The school has decided that no, it's a zero balance. This student has sorted out everything. What can I do? This student has approached me, Teddy, you are the school rep. Help me in this way. If I have the 4,000 by then, I'll give him or her. But if I don't have it, I'll organize, mobilize members to contribute so that we facilitate the guy to do the exam. Another thing, a case come whereby, this is back to my community, the house community, that's the Juamu or Luo community, where someone loses his parent or guardian or any loved one. We always, as leaders of that house, we always organize for contribution. We make sure we facilitate. If it's a funeral, if it's a problem, we make sure we spearhead the contribution and enhance, facilitate everything. Another thing is about maybe rent. A student come to you, no, landlord has warned me. My parent has said that he will bring rent by date 10. And landlord need that rent by date 5, deadline. That student come to me. I said that no, instead of getting chased out of the rentals, just come, I lend you some money, so that by that day 10, you can refund me back. Those are some of the things that I've been doing. Then about academically, comrade cannot read when he's hungry. You cannot. Someone come to you, Ati, bro, tomorrow I have a cat. Today I lack a supper. Please help me. You can chip in so that he eat, then he begin his studies. Yes.
Nice strategy. Thank you. So, Dr. Teddy Alai, you can share with us your future plans in most politics.
Okay, my future plans in most politics. So far, I'm organizing myself. I'm still preparing myself for next year politics. I'm in 3.1 nursing. In nursing, you can vie up to 4th year. Now, I still have a chance of vying next year for a higher position. We have the executive positions. I've not yet decided because I'm still preparing. By the time when the election shall be around next year, if I'll feel enough that no, Teddy, I'm enough for this seat, I'll go for it. For politics, just as I said, politics need some certain things, certain key factors. One of the factors is finance, whether you go anywhere. As we talk now, the politics of Meru University, it's high, yeah, it's high according to finance. You must facilitate it through finance. In Meru, I guess we are over 12,000 students. You must facilitate it through finance. Even the students come to vote, it's finance. Now, finance is always a key factor. Second thing is you as an individual. Who are you? Who know you? How many people know you? How are you known? Are you known negatively or positively? Will you be a wave? Actually, I can tell you that Teddy Alai was a wave. That's why some of the factors that led me to win. Will you be a wave? Will you be sung everywhere? They hear of Teddy Alai. They are always jovial. They are always hyped up. Yes. Now, I'm still preparing myself. By the time next year, when it will reach, I'll go for the position. But it will depend on me by that time. Yes.
You have shared with us about your future plans in most politics, and that is very promising. Now, on the same point, what if you'll find yourself in a coalition that is weak again, having in your mind that executives are being elected by delegates, not all the students? How will that be to you? And as you can tell from our screen, many students are commenting that they still need to feel your leadership.
Okay. If anything will happen, though as per now, I'm trying hard. Because I've participated in 3 politics in Meru University. I fully understand how power is taken. I fully understand the changes that have been taking place. I fully understand where problem is during coalition making. I know all the process. Now, we can't deny that anything can happen. If in case it happened that I find myself in the weak coalition, if I'll be prepared by that time, with the key factors I've earlier mentioned, including finance, I'll just go, proceed and vie, whether the weak coalition or the strong coalition. And vying, I'm a leader, yes. Many people believe I'm a leader. Many people want to see me in politics again. Because, politics you enjoy when you see certain people. There are certain people, when you see them in politics, you really enjoy that politics. I'll vie, whether the coalition will be weak or the coalition will be strong. Our strategies, we learned our mistake in the recent politics, and those mistakes, we are going to correct them. Now I'm going to vie, yeah, in case I'll be prepared by that time, whether weak coalition or strong coalition. What I need is only preparation, yeah.
Thank you. As you are almost signing off from this episode of Irresistible Revolution, all these are the team of doctors. And when we look at the state of our nation, we can see doctors, nurses, or all health fraternity is on strike. Now it's over 2 weeks. What is your take on this ongoing strike, and what do you think is the cause and possible solutions in this case? So I think everyone here now will get a chance to talk about it, because it is affecting all our health fraternity.
Thank you. About the ongoing doctor strike, first, I feel affected. Personally, I feel affected. The students in attachment are affected. It's affecting the students. It's affecting the public outside there. Because there's someone who needs service from the public hospital. He has come to the public hospital. He has been told, no, we are on strike. Just go to the private hospital. It's someone who cannot afford private hospital. Now it's affecting the public. It's affecting the students in this way. There's no learning taking place in hospital. We are in attachment so that we can get educated, we can get the skills, we can gain the experience. But being that we are not in the hospital, the doctors are not there, the patients are not there as well. Then what are we doing in the hospital? We are not doing anything. The cause of doctors ongoing strike, maybe the doctors or the nurses. What I know, the nurses are also striking as well. It's about the internship money. Yeah, internship initially we used to be paid. If you go for internship, you are paying around 106,000. But now it was, I just heard of rumors in a memo that was produced by the secretary, the cabinet secretary for health. Yeah, Susan Nokomesha, saying that the internship salary should be 35,000, and it was not something good. Nothing, they are passing through a lot. The process is taking long. The units are becoming complex. Some of the units are actually complex. Now, now about the strike, I can tell you that it's affecting the nation, it's affecting the students, it's affecting everyone. What I can give a solution, because it's already a problem, the government to chip in, the government to just leave things the way they were. Let's not interrupt with the internship money. Let's leave it at 106,000. Yeah, because you can't tell me you are going for internship at Baringo, a place like Baringo, a place like Elgeyo Marakwet. You know of the insecurity, you know of the bandits at Baringo or Elgeyo Marakwet. Then you expect to earn 35,000. You are not aware of your security. No, it cannot happen. That's why we encourage students as much as it's affecting our studies. But let it not affect our future. Yeah, let's go on the roads. Let's fight for our rights. It's for our rights. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. On my take on the ongoing strike is that the strike has posted a challenge to the community, including the students. For instance, in our institution here in Meru University, the classes affected, the 2.2 class and the 3.1 class, their clinicals have been affected, have been interrupted due to the ongoing strike. To the society, that is the community, the ongoing strike has cost a lot, because by now, when doctors are in strike, patients are facing a lot, because their health management cannot be catered for efficiently. Now, what I would like to say about the main issue nationwide, that is the interruption of the internship fee and many others. I'm talking as a nurse, as a nursing student, and as a nurse in the future. We nurses, we pass a lot as we are in school. We go about, the units are very ambiguous, that when we tackle them and at the end, when we shall be posted for interns to get that our fee, our salary are being reduced. It's very annoying. And our parents back at home pay a lot of money to facilitate our education. And our parents also expect much as we shall be after we shall have graduated. So what I would like to say, the government should intervene. All the unions, the NAN, the KESNA, the KMPDU, all of them should have a talk with the government and find a possible solution so that the strike can come to an halt. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Bana Presenter. Just as I had said, I'm Paul Dinga, and I'm actually the Secretary General of the MUNSA, that is Meru University Nursing Student Association. I took it from Teddy Alai, who was the Secretary General. And on my take about the ongoing demonstration, Actually, I want to say that I'm very disappointed because one thing is that our parents do invest much on us. And you can imagine of a situation whereby you are taking nursing, and when you go back home, the parents are like, oh, my son is doing this, and he's a doctor. Yeah, they really expect much from us, and that's why they do invest in us. And you can even imagine of you are Form 4, you are Form 3, back in high school. Yeah, you used to spend much of your time for you to secure a good course. Yeah, so nursing is not just a course that the government should joke about. And I want to say that as the Secretary General of MUNSA, I'll always be there, and I've been there, and actually I participated in the previous demonstration, and I actually did much. I was one of the organizers in that demonstration, and I'll always be there. We want to tell the government that we want to joke about the ongoing demonstration until they will. In fact, we will now demonstrate so that the money to be increased by 90% instead of it being reduced by 90%. We will now demonstrate so that it be increased by 90%. Because you get that in the hospital, the interns are doing a lot as compared to the doctors, the nurses, and even the other staffs. The nursing interns are doing a lot in terms of the patient care, the management, and all that. And so I want to inform the CS Health that this is, I think that we should not be irrational about, take it as a serious issue, and always address it as a serious concern. And again, to the unions that we have, that is the NAN, the KESNA, and the Nursing Council. I want to say that the trade unions were formed, and as a historian, I think the first person to form a trade union in Kenya was Tom Mboya. And a trade union was formed to advocate for the rights of its membership. And I would urge the trade unions that we have, that is the NAN, the KESNA, and the NCK, that we should stand up, we rise up and advocate for the welfare of our members so that they can be heard and they can be addressed as a nation. And to our students, I want to say that student leadership is not just a privilege, but it's service to people. And when you are a student leader, be it in an organization that is a nursing organization in a school, rise up. This is the time to rise up, to save your future and to save the coming generation. Rise up, produce your memos, present your petitions, and I'll be there. We are actually, at this time, we are preparing to present a petition to the National Assembly. We will present a petition as student leaders from different universities. We have joined hands, and we'll always demonstrate, present petition until our voice will be heard and addressed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Presenter, for giving me this chance once again. Okay, talking about this issue, I want to say that it is so unfortunate that doctors in Kenya are on strike because their salaries were reduced. Talking about this issue, it is that, causes that are, health courses in Kenya are so expensive. If you see someone taking maybe clinical medicine or medicine and surgery, it costs you a lot. They are not only expensive, but also very difficult. If you see someone has graduated with a health course, you should actually respect that person. So the only thing I can say that the government should create a team to intervene in this issue before it gets worse. Because if the government continues behaving normally, it is the patients who will be treated abnormally. And I just want to say that if government looks into this issue, it will be very good because the doctors will go back to work and patients won't get harm. Thank you so much.
Okay, maybe let me come back to you, Dr. Paul Dinga, as also the Secretary General of this organization. You have said that you participated in the recent demonstrations. and we saw you being captured even in the media. You went to the office of the governor that is in Meru County, but you are not allowed in. And then you proceeded to the county assembly office, and you are allowed to enter, and then the speaker spoke unto you. Up to now, which response have you received from those officers, or still things are at the mess?
Okay, thank you very much. Again, I want to say that I'm very much disappointed because after the demonstration, the government called us for called the KMPDU, because we joined KMPDU after the nun had gone the pilot's way. The nun had washed its hands from the nursing interns, and so we joined the KMPDU. And now when the government called the KMPDU in a meeting, the government actually decided to walk away from the meeting, and they left the doctors in the boardroom. And so the government is not ready to listen to its people, and we are very much disappointed. And so far, back to your question, we have not gotten any response or any feedback in regards to that. And that's why we are still demonstrating, and even today we were to demonstrate, but we were not prepared for that. But next Tuesday, if the government will not react, then we will always go on the road. But I want to say this, we are not going to demonstrate to show that we are after something else, but we are after the government being responsible for its people. It's the patients that are suffering out there. If you go to MTRH, this time the beds are empty, and when the beds are empty, actually patients are dying at home. And so the government should look into that.
Okay, we urge the government to take initiative about this, because issues dealing with health are very critical, and the government should listen to our health facility. Thank you. Winding this show, I have just a last question to you, Dr. Teddy. Could you share with us some of the memorable moments or milestones from your leadership journey that have had a lasting impact on you and your community?
Okay, just to talk about my journey in leadership. In leadership, there's something called criticism, where you don't expect all these people to listen to you. These are your people, yes. All of them are you. Don't expect them, all of them, to love you. This according to how we respond to criticism. I call it opposition. Yeah. You, as a leader or as an outstanding leader, you must face an opposition. Not just a mere opposition, you must face a strong opposition. How I handle them, these are people I approach. I talk to them. I make them understand. If they are not ready to understand, I force them to understand. For example, if I can say that when I was a Secretary General of MONSA, Meru University Nursing Student Association, that's last year, there's a day that I organized for the cancelling of the classes. Unfortunately, I want to accept that I did a mistake of not consulting the class reps. I canceled the classes so that people could attend. There was a ceremony we organized. It was called a white coat ceremony. How some of the class reps responded to this, I can feel that I felt that criticism. I felt that opposition. It was like a milestone, because I knew that next time I want to be a school rep. If I do any mistake now, maybe it can be used against me in the future. I can go back to high school. Just as I said, I was the captain. We called them captain. I was the president of Orero Boys, my former high school. In Orero, I know I was a president while in Form 3. How to deal with Form 4s is not a good. These are people who are accomplishing. These are people who are big-bodied. Yeah, these are people who are big-bodied. You are telling people, can you run to class? It's a man. It's walking. Can you wear your shoe? It's on slippers. Now, leadership comes with a lot of. The only challenge in leadership is opposition. And it depends on how you are going to handle the opposition. Approach these people. Talk to these people. Make these people understand that you are now their leader. I'm in the school rep school of nursing. I'm the school representative. Whatever should be brought to school of nursing, I'll be the first person to receive it. Whatever didn't want to communicate, I'll be the first person he will call. Whatever want to communicate to the COD, COD will first consult me. He can't go to the men's rep. He can't go to the women rep. Women rep will first consult me before going to the COD. But that's what I say, all these people are mine. They must accept that I'm their school rep, whether they voted me or whether they didn't vote me. But they must accept. Opposition will come, criticism will come, but it depends on how you handle it. As a leader, I want to talk about something called emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is how you handle your emotions. When someone talks to you bad, yes, it's not your diehard, it's not your supporter. How will you respond to this person? Will you respond to this person in anger? No, it's according to how we handle our emotions as leaders. Now the milestone there is just about that criticism. Yeah.
Dr. Teddy Alai, how do you plan now to end your political journey? Will it just end here at the Meru University, or one day we'll hear Teddy Alai is governor somewhere in this country, he's a senator? Also knowing that you are doing a very difficult course. In nursing there is no jokes there, and everybody that is doing nursing, that is a brain at work. So will you venture in medicine and leave politics aside once you are done with school, or will you will continue that journey? I think also it was a question of one of our viewers.
Okay, my leadership and my politics, I want to say it won't end anytime soon, just as I've been saying. And many people have been saying that Teddy will be a lie, and Teddy must be a lie. Teddy has always become a lie, and Teddy will still be a lie. Immediately after accomplishing my degree, after obtaining the degree in nursing, yes, I'll obtain it. Probably by 2025, I shall have accomplished everything in this institution. I'll go back there to the community. I have projects. Already I have projects, they are ongoing. I have what I'll be doing. For so far, I'm always mentoring those guys in my village, those day scholars. I'm always mentoring. I'm telling them, if you follow my journey, there's nothing impossible. There's nothing impossible. I'm mentoring those people. In politics and leadership, I'm planning. My constituency is called the constituency, Homa Bay County, Kwabwai Ward. I'll begin with Kwabwai Ward. I'll talk to the people of Kwabwai. I'll go to them. I'll ask them whether I'm enough to lead them. They'll see, they'll respond. And their response will be through votes. And the first time I'll vie, I'm planning to vie in 2042. Yeah, 2042. I'm just organizing myself. Just as I said, national politics now need a lot of finance. Let me organize myself. But I can't lie to the public that I'm going to move here, then by 2027, I'm on the ballot. No, I want to be on the ballot on 2027. On 2027, I'll support any candidate. 2032, I'll support any candidate. 2037, I'll support any candidate. But 2042, I'll be prepared enough to go for any post, either in my constituency or in my ward. But one day, I must lead the public.
Wow, my viewers, as you can tell, that Teddy Alai must be Alai, not only here at Meru University, but in 2042, he will also be in a ballot for national politics. So prepare to receive another wave. Hey, one of our viewers is telling us that you are wearing a very expensive suit together with your visitors. And you look nice. That's good. So I want now to get just last words from you, your advice to people, what you can tell young people outside there, from the world of impossibilities to possibilities, just a last word, and even our visitors will have to say last words as we end the show.
Okay, thank you very much. Before I say the last word, I want to welcome you today evening at Rain Park. Today, 30th Saturday evening at Rain Park, we have Ohangala Night. Ohangala Night, please come. Let us enjoy, let us celebrate this together. I know from next week, we shall be having some of us, the TVET students will be beginning their examination. And on the other week, all comrades of Mary University will be doing the examination. Let's come and do our last celebration. Let's come and celebrate this together. Okay, back to you. Talking to you guys about anything I can tell you. To anyone who wish to be an aspirant in the future, to venture in politics, I will advise you, prepare well. Prepare well. Politics is not just something that you are forced to, or it's not just something you go that, no, there's no opponent there, let me go and vie. Be ready for leadership. Yeah, be ready for leadership. That's why you will get some leaders resigning from duty. It's not just sitting there and being a boss. No, leadership is not it's about service. My friend Paul Dinga always, I don't know, it's a party or servant leadership. So it's about service. He always talk about service to the people, about the leadership. I love him. To the people outside there, there is nothing impossible. Nothing cannot take place. Just as I have said, in School of Nursing, many of them were saying that, Teddy Alai, can you really win with that CRM? Yet soon is a bedroom of the Westcom and the reverser. How will you convince these people to vote you and leave their people? I told them, no, leave Teddy alone to become a lie. And Teddy became a lie. So I can tell them that nothing is impossible. Believe in yourself. And work extra hard. I worked until the day of election. I worked to watch my victory. As other delegates were going elsewhere, to the hiding places, I was there in the counting. I had to experience and see very well that I've fought this journey until the end, until I take the victory. Now, dedication is also a key, and passion. You must gain passion. You can't work hard for what you don't like. That will bring something called being pushed to do something. Now, it's being ready for that thing, having the passion. Yeah, nothing is impossible. Anyway, today night, let's meet at Rain Park. Yes. Then there's a game ongoing right now. It's the Mashemeji Derby. And the Mashemeji Derby, the Westcombe vs Juam. Yes.
Thank you for those last words. And then from our visitors, we want also to hear last words from you. And also tell us if you will be in the ballot, because you have been supporting Dr. Teddy Alai all along. Tell us, as people in the screen are commenting that you look nice, you have worn the expensive suits and so on. So will you be in the ballot or what? Kindly.
Thank you so very much. What I would like to say is that there is a phrase that wise men had used to, that is, nothing is impossible. Through the previous politics that was going on in Meru University, I have learned a lot, and indeed nothing is impossible. Through the milestones that Teddy had, he managed to be victorious, and that has really inspired me that there is nothing impossible. Again, I would like to wish all those students on session, School of Nursing, all the best as the exams are approaching next week. Next week but one. Concerning whether I may be in the ballot, that time will decide. Thank you so very much.
Okay, here say time will decide. Okay, we are waiting for that time to come. Welcome, Dr. Dinga.
Okay, thank you once more. I want to say this, that student leadership comes with a lot of challenges, more so in a university like this, where politics is based on ethnicity and all that. And I want to encourage my colleagues that if you feel that you will be there to lead and not actually lead but serve comrades, then go for it. And for me, I believe that I can serve, not only lead but serve, and time will tell, and I'll go for it. I can't say it now. And again, I want to say this to the student leaders in Mary University, that when you are a student leader, you should broaden your wings so that you can impact the life of others, not only in the school but in the community. And so if you are a student leader, be it an executive or a school rep or a men's rep, then broaden your wings. Ensure you impact the lives of the students around you and your community by supporting them, by advocating for their rights and all that. Thank you very much.
Before we come to you, Daktari, we have to respond to the question of one of our viewers. It is really alarming. I intended to end the show, but I think this one, we have to look at it. This viewer is asking, you don't have ladies in this company of Teddy, must be alive because we have only worked with men.
Okay, Teddy must be alive. We are 8 guys. Teddy must be alive. Team Teddy alive. We are 8 in total. Out of the 8, we have 2 ladies. We have Jessica Awur, who is the organizing secretary of Meru University Nursing Student Association. Unfortunately, she has not managed because she's on clinicals. She's on attachment at Kanyakine, huko Chogoria. Then we have Susan Atieno. Susan Atieno Galo. Susan, she's an HSM student. She's one of the committee of Meru University Nursing Student Association. Susan could not make it. She had some illness. Among this team, we also have some gentlemen. We have Bran Ouma. Bran Ouma is a committee member of Meru University Nursing Student Association. We also have Kevin Areba. Kevin Areba is the deputy organizing secretary of Meru University Nursing Student Association. We have Beckham here, the Deputy Secretary General of Meru University Nursing Student Association. We have Paul Dinga. We have Machira Ronald. Now it's a team of 8. Then I'm the leading of this team. Now if you see this team, we have 2 ladies. Yes, these are ladies who we have influenced positively to join the team. In fact, they joined volunteer. We just found ourselves calling ourselves Team Teddy Alai. It's not something that we convince someone to join. No, it's just something, we are just friends. And if you look at those people, just as I've said, from how I've named them, they are all leaders. Yeah, they are all leaders. All of them are leaders. We are all leaders. These are people who have impacted them to become leaders. Yes.
Your apologies have been received, but I think, Dr. Ted, you have to look at this as a serious concern. You have to incorporate ladies. The fact being you come from the county that is being led by a woman, that is the great Gladys Wanga. You have also to include some ladies. So I'm expecting next time we have a show with you, we will see new faces here. Thank you. Welcome, Dr.
Okay, thank you once again. Okay, just to conclude, Bana Presenter, you asked about whether some of us will be in the ballot that is next election. And for the avoidance of doubt, I just want to assure you that I'll be there. I'm just yet to decide on which post I'll go for, but I'll be there. And I pray that if God, okay, I know that God will be on my side, and I'll also emerge victorious, just as Teddy Alai. Okay, just to conclude, I just want to welcome anyone within the vicinity of Meru University that we have Mashemeji Derby that is going on, and we have some experienced players there like Omolo Jr. is a player that is known nationwide, and I ask people within around Meru University to appear at the school pitch so that we watch that game. Then at night we'll be crowning everything at Rain Park. It will be very enjoyable. You know, Lu is a lifestyle. And I will also invite you too, so that you come and enjoy with us together. Otherwise, thank you.
Thanks very much, our guest, for those great words of wisdom. For sure, we have gleaned these words of wisdom from you. And our viewers, we have all been welcomed tonight to Ohangla Night. It will take place at Rain Park. For those who have never met with Dr. Teddy Alai, he will be there live. So make sure you attend. And then for those who don't have registration, I think Dr. Teddy Alai, can you give sponsorship to the first two?
Okay, those who will find me while getting out of this interview, and right now, let's walk to Rain Park. Those who will walk with me, I'll pay for you fare and pay for you ticket. Yeah, whether no matter the population, we'll go there. Teddy has to be alive.
Wow. So make sure you meet with the Teddy Alai, and in his courtesy, the fare is catered, and I think the ticket also will be catered. And then we have also the Mashemeji Debbie, so make sure you attend. Thanks very much. Also, Dr. Ronald has assured us that without any doubt, he will be in the ballot. He has not decided which post, but he will be in the ballot, and is much assured that having the footsteps of Dr. Teddy Alai, he will win, and we wish him all the best in his endeavors. This evening, we have had the privilege of conversing with Dr. Teddy Alai, a true embodiment of resilience, determination, and visionary leadership. His journey from being a student pursuing a bachelor's degree in nursing to becoming a force of positive change in the University of Meru is a testament to a power of youth activism and dedication to community development. As we conclude this episode of Irresistible Revolution, I encourage our viewers to continue supporting and engaging in initiatives that promote inclusive leadership and empower the next generation of leaders. Thank you for tuning in. I'm yours, Philip Olingo, resigning from Sikunjema TV, live streaming media. Until next time, stay inspired and keep the revolution alive.